Hi, my name is Dr. Darren Schmidt at the Nutritional Healing Center of Ann Arbor. I just released a body survey with my last video. I want to go over some of the portions of the body survey that people mark yes to quite a bit. So let's back up a little bit on how this works. We have the three main causes of chronic disease. Number one is excessive sugar metabolism. So this is question number 4 on page 1. How do you describe your current diet? So I hit that, right at the beginning. And then we have hidden immune challenges, meaning parasites, virus, bacteria, fungus. Hidden because they're hidden from the medical doctors. So if you have multiple different types of bugs affecting your immune system, affecting your body, I call it a bioburden. So I'm highlighting these words as we go through. So then we continue on with there's virus, there's candida, yeast, mold, fungus, whatever you want to call it. They all spread the same way. And there's bacteria, there's parasites. And I have a few questions on toxicity. And some of these questions are just like a home run. If you ever have a metallic taste in your mouth, that's toxicity. You got to get those toxins out. Okay, so and then so if you have some sort of cause, whether it's toxicity, bugs, or excessive sugar metabolism, which organs are most affected? So we have brain. This question here is answered yes a lot. Like, does your brain work well or not? And people put it doesn't work well. So you definitely want your brain working well for career success, learning, and memory. Okay, so what part of your head hurts when you get headaches? People say the back of the head a lot. Here it is right here. Does the back of the head hurt? That means the cerebellum. Okay, I'm just going to skim through. We got bladder, kidneys, liver, gallbladder, heart, ears, adrenal, sinus, lungs, hormones. There's pituitary, stomach, thyroid. And then different types of fatigue and different types of joint pain. So all these questions give me a better and better idea as I read through them, like where you're at with your health. Okay, so lactic acidosis quiz. So this is the last part. And part 1 is body, muscles, arms, legs. And part 2 is chest, lungs, and heart. So that's a lot of muscular symptoms from lactic acidosis. I have a lot of videos on that. It basically means dirty blood, first affecting the muscles. The muscle cells starve and die, and they tighten up. So people get this tightness feeling, whether it's around their shoulders, neck, heart, anxiety here, narrowing. The word anxiety actually means narrowing or tightening. That's what that means. So, so I'm going to skip through here to brain. That's part 3. This is the last section of the whole body survey. Is brain, lactic acidosis, and brain. So question 1, do you have anxiety? Now anxiety shows up in 3 places. It could be brain, it could be a tight feeling here, or it could be in the stomach. Okay, you could have all 3. That'd be pretty severe if you have all 3. Do you get bad thoughts like fear, grief, or depression? Those do not belong in the human body. A dirty body, dirty blood, makes this brain cells starve and die, and you get these crashing thoughts. Do you ever want to leave an area without a logical explanation? A psychiatrist would call that social anxiety. But here's what it is. It could be one of 2 things. You could be in a room with lots of people, like there's a party, and the oxygen in the air goes down because everybody's breathing, and the carbon dioxide goes up, and you can't catch your breath as well because you have dirty blood, which is deficient in oxygen in the first place. So you go, oh my God, I got to get out of here. Let's get out of here. The other scenario is this. You could have lots of people, maybe lots of sensory input, lots of noises, different lights. Maybe you're in a new place, a new house or something. And this excess sensory input is too stimulating for your adrenals, which pump up the cortisol, which increases lactate production times 5. So those are my 2 scenarios that I've figured out regarding this feeling of, oh, I got to leave right now. Okay, are you obsessive compulsive? That's the brain not being able to free itself from a single thought. The thought stays there. Okay, lactic acidosis. Do you get dizzy? You can say, yeah, I get dizzy because I have adrenal fatigue or hypoglycemia. Yeah, that's lactic acidosis. Now, if you have something in your ear, that's different. Do you get violent thoughts? You can't believe the things I hear from people. The violent thoughts that they get just simply driving down the highway, or being around their kids, or being around their spouse. Oh my gosh. These are not natural thoughts. And drugging them is not the smartest thing to do because the drugs don't work. And you know this because you see people shooting schools and shooting at their workplace, and they're acting out these violent thoughts. And the drugs make it worse. Psychiatric drugs cause suicidality, and homicide. Okay, do you ever feel a fear of impending doom? This is a term from 1960 from Royal Lee. I pulled it right from him. Impending doom, like, oh my God, things are going to get worse. Things are going to get bad. I can't do that because I'll never be able to do it. Those thoughts do not belong in your brain. Do you get intrusive thoughts that, let's say you're just doing the dishes and you get these thoughts coming in, I can't. So the thoughts say, they tell you, I can't face tomorrow. I can't handle the stress. I can't this. I can't that. So you got to consider that to be dirty blood, killing your brain cells. Okay, or questioning your life's decisions. Did I marry the right person? Did I do this? Did I do that? Okay, you got to like move forward. Your brain has to be free and clear and clean so that you can move forward. And it could be like, yeah, I need to divorce my spouse, or I need to, do something like that. But you got to have clear thinking. Do you avoid the friction of social contact? That's another term straight from 1960, Royal Lee. Basically, nutritional deficiency, lactic acidosis, is a B vitamin deficiency. It could be caused by mold, toxins, etc. But when you're deficient in B vitamins, your nervous system becomes very fragile. And then you want to just stay at home. You don't want to go meet people. You don't want to hang out with people because you're sitting on the couch and that's your safe place. Okay, have you ever medicated this pain through drugs, alcohol, or medications, which makes it better temporarily, but in the long run makes it worse and may have caused addiction? So I don't care if it's street drugs, heroin, alcohol, marijuana, prescription drugs like Prozac, Wellbutrin. All those drugs could help you with this muscular pain and anxiety and the bad thoughts, but in the long run, they make it worse. You can get addicted, and there's plenty of stories about people, like the psychiatric drugs are worse than the street drugs. They're more addictive. They're harder to get off. Okay, have you ever been super stressed out over one or more life events that you never recovered from? This could be one event, like a car accident that's very traumatic, or you hear bad news, like your grandfather just died or something like that. That's just something like that. One thing could drop your B vitamins in your body very quickly, or it could be a 9-month divorce, or a 9-month, or a 3-month move to a different city for a new job. Like these kind of events, people don't recover from them because they've been depleted of nutrients from the stress. Okay, number 27. Have you been eating, or did you grow up on bread, pasta, sugar, or rice? These foods deplete B vitamins out of the body. This by far is the number one problem and cause of lactic acidosis, and of course insulin resistance and diabetes and cancer, all chronic disease. It's from these horrible foods right here. So that's it. I wanted to stop right there and just hit some of these questions about the mental health part. So let's remember that you got to have a healthy brain by getting a healthy body, and just everything's connected to everything. Look at the whole body holistically, including up here. And so if you want to fill out this body survey, please do so. You can submit it to us, and you got to become a patient for us to have a discussion with you about it. And you can email intake@thenhcaa.com if you want to do that. And if you're a practitioner and you want to learn about how to use this, what I want you to do is go to powernutritionpractice.com. Sign up for our emails. When I move into my new office, I have a conference room. We're going to start giving lectures, and we're going to talk about this and other things about having a holistic nutrition practice and how to run one well and treat your patients well and get a lot of people well. Because my purpose in life is to bankrupt drug companies. I don't know why. It's maybe because they kill 250,000 people a year in the United States alone, and it's the number 3 cause of death. So somebody's got to stop the drug companies, and I volunteer, and I hope that you would help me. So that'd be great. All right, if you like this information, please give me a thumbs up, share, and subscribe.